What's going on, guys? So I've been using this truck now. Did a couple jobs with it. Runs, drives, shifts fine. Um, all that's really preventing me from fully using it as a daily driver at this point is number one, the suspension needs to be completely redone, the steering needs to be redone, and the transcooler hose, which I just don't trust going down the highway. It's going to pop open, I know it. So today we're going to be doing the transcooler. I'm kind of sick, so I'm going to sound a little weird, and I kind of just want to get over this and get it done. But if you remember, the previous owner did weird hose, slid the fittings back and just pretty much hose clamped hose to it, and I'm assuming that's the stock transcooler in there. So we're going to redo all that. We're going to make nice brackets that mount here. Probably have to do one in here and have a nice solid mount, similar to how they do the fan one right there. And we will be doing and fittings and yeah, nylon hose. It should be good. Let's go check out what we got. So this is the transcooler. It is a Hayden Rapid Cool, whatever. That's the model number. I got it because one, it looked simple. Two, it has and fittings for mounts, and it's highly recommended. I'm not gonna tow heavy trailers with this. I just want something to tow a car if I need to. So this seems more than fine. It's a reputable brand, good reviews. And also got the Dash 6 nylon fuel hose, or not fuel hose, you know what I mean, and then a bunch of fittings. I bought a shit ton. I probably am not going to use as much as I bought, but I like having them because I'll probably use them on the Firebird. And then I also got the steel rim. This thing is 1/8 inch by 1 inch by 4 feet. Grill's off. This is what we're replacing. This is crusty transcooler, this hack job rubber hose that runs to the lines that are probably going to chafe off and pop on the highway. I'm going to make brackets similar to this, and the difficult part is going to be mounting it at the bottom because of that lip. I might just make them on a slight diagonal and mount them flush to that plate with 1/4 inch hardware, and we'll see how that works. If it doesn't, I'll have to take the bumper off and do something more annoying, but we'll see if I can make it happen. This is the layout so far. Got it all measured out. I'm just going to weld those brackets, or those cross members to each of it, and then drill on center, drill on center. That should be a pretty sturdy bracket. And eventually I'll have to trim it to length. And I decided I'm going to bend under and around that lip. It's just the better way to do it. It's less hokey, and there's more of a flat spot to work with compared to trying to match it on that lip and angle it in a weird way. Just better. So for now, I'm going to weld prep, weld those together, drill out the holes, rib nut it, and get this mounted, and that way I could further mock it up on the truck. Here we are, got it mounted, welded up. Obviously I'm not finished cleaning up. I'm gonna fully weld and paint it afterwards, but got the rib nuts in. It's nice and secure, and we're gonna go mount this, or mock it up on the truck, see where we need to drill and put some rib nuts into the truck to make it a finest mounting spot. Alright, this is where we're at now. I got the mount mounted up top. Now the issue we face here is, you see we have this lip preventing us from going flush. I could just notch out this lip on both sides, and that would be the easiest way, but I kind of like to make things difficult, so I think I'm gonna bend the bar in and then back down. That way you're not really mutilating the truck too much. And granted, this thing, I'm gonna own it forever, and what damage am I really doing to it? The thing was abandoned for years, who cares? But make it a little bit of a project for us. So I'm gonna bend 90 here, go in probably a 1/2 inch, bend 90 again, and that way it's sitting flush, similar to how they did it on this side. And honestly, I was really considering just notching it out until I saw they did it on this side. So obviously I don't want to be the lazy guy who makes it look like shit, because I didn't want to do what they did. Alright, here's our bracket. Got those bends in. Came out pretty good. Still gotta clean it up, deburr it, paint it, but I'll show you what it looks like fitted on right there. And this is what it looks like mounted up. It's not fully tight, I just have it finger tightened in, but it looks good. I'm pretty sure I'll have enough room for the fittings. If not, I might have to notch out the flat bar a little bit, but oh well. But way better than this crusty thing. And it'll have nice nylon and hose, so it should be good. Alright, and this is the finished product. I got the bracket painted and mounted up. Got the cooler up. And I started to make the hoses for the trans lines. Now, of course, I trusted the internet, and they told me it was 5/8 flared or inverted flare fittings, and they're actually 1/2" 20 inverted flare. So I ordered the wrong fittings. I have the right ones on the way. So for now, I just bypassed the cooler setup completely, and I'm just going straight into the radiator, in and out, back to the trans. So that's fine for normal driving. You wouldn't want to tow with that, but I'm barely going to drive this thing at all. I left a bunch of extra hose, so that way I could just finish up as soon as those fittings come in, and we should be good to go. I'm gonna get the front face back on because I want this thing movable and drivable. Yeah, I mean, all in all, the bracket, making the bracket's the hardest part.